tried to. Oh, wait. I don't know what happened to the border. The ball.
Whatever. Just
I had to duplicate something.
gotcha. In any case, this is Winners Finals.
Yep.
I've seen and played these two quite a bit, and I know I've seen them have like game 15 sets at hard read or something like that. So,
I'm gonna take a break. My voice hurts.
well, I guess I'm on solo. Heck, I hate solo. Hold on a minute. But yeah, they've gone like game 15 on a hard read. They're the two best players of Central. Canoga's really out there. They are Winners Finals of this Millersville event. Yeah, we all know. We all know what's gonna happen. Fire said that's all what's gonna happen. But next, from what I saw last, especially versus, well, just in general, they tend to be aggressive, runs you over, and C-My is basically it's sort of a combination of nice burst options and really solid zoning ability. So let's see, winners final. Winners final. I hate it. Whatever, we're not gonna change that. We're gonna start with the Let's Draft from C- here, coming off with that down air. Very hard call out, honestly, for this early in the set. And he just waits for Next to get hit by that grenade. And now the Let's Trap continues. Every time. Oh, Next just waits and gets him with that ash attack. But every time, you've already seen it for like less than 30 seconds. And already a kill from C-. But the best thing I can say, all of those Let's Traps were indeed different from each other. He's mixing it up hard every time he puts Next to the ledge. And they're coming in with that aggression, but gets caught by the back air. And when you're down versus Snake, it's really hard to come back versus that. And Next is going to try her best to get it done. As she puts C- off stage and in the air. But gets reversaled by the up tilt. No air dodge necessary. As so many people will expect that air dodge. Next corner, C- gets him with the back, now it's her back air. But C- is in a lead, big if true. My Next is starting to pile on some damage here on the second stock. And fails the combo and gets hit by that 26% down air. We're waiting for a combo here. No, just a Let's Trap. What would the Let's Trap be? No, C- overextends there. Hits up all that stage, but gets it back with a nice speed on down. So Next only got a one hit out of that. I'd say no. That was a really quick game, all things considered. C- just kind of Next tried to run over C-, and C- said no. There was no running over. It was just kind of Next getting destroyed. And plus, that first stock, I think, set the tone for everything. When you lose a stock this early in a set like that, it's not hard to come back from that, but it's hard to sort of regain what you started with in the set. Like, if you were confident going into that first stock, it'll just not shatter, but it will lessen with a stock like that. Even with a strong mentality, it shatters on weaker mentalities. Back to PS2 we go. As Next gets put for the grenade, but doesn't really matter. The Nair combo's going in. C- gets him with that frame one combo breaker. Bit of shield pressure, but goes away. Snake doesn't have aerial shield pressure, but actually he does, just very limited. Without projectiles, that is. The Next catches him in the air. C- opts recover high. That's how Snake works. Can Next get this edge guard here? No. No air dodge from C-. Next is not prepared for it. These no air dodge situations. You expect Snake to air dodge in those situations so often that when he doesn't, it really is the mix-up to go for. Even when air dodge is supposed to be the mix-up. And this can go for some air dodges too, as C- goes high again, but Next, we see that signature run over you style come into effect here much better than in game one. Might have been flustered, might have been not prepared for game one, but game two, already you can see a better preparation of this strategy. As C- finally air dodges, Next finally catches it and gets C- to the ledge. As Next just stays safe there, but parried by that shield. And C- lands the up tilt. And now C- will give Next 13% to trail off of, as Next catches him with the invincible back air. Palutena in the corner is back air or grab, and they're equally scary. Actually, it can be more than that, but that's the main two. And Next is using them. It's a nice effect right here. That invincibility coming in handy right there. Let's see the grenade. Oh, blows on both of them. I thought that downer was going to trigger the explosion, but it absolutely did not. Oh, just a flurry of grenades and explosives there. Catches Next. Catches Next. Oh, the grab into grenade. C minus getting them with these setups, getting her disadvantage. And the reflect on the grenade. I think the first we've seen this set, that was not a good nair. What's the ledge trap? Some grenades, a down air. Safety, but that nair was, whoa, I can't believe that Palutena nair didn't miss in that situation. Next, needs to run over C minus badly, and that could do, that's the kind of thing I mean. Running over is not just the play with aggression, it's the patientness and the willingness to use an opponent's best strategies against them that makes her so scary and bring her back in the lead, but it's even now as C minus picks it back up. We see a little shield interaction. The tension two characters feel when they're right next to each other and both shielding is immeasurable. As C minus, you can recover high like that. C minus can't easily catch Next. He can obviously, but Snake's air mobility does not allow for that to be easy. And going for a little air mobility here. The platform, though, gonna get caught by C minus's back air and into ledge trap position again. C minus has to be safe not to ledge trap too hard. And this percent is piling on bad for Next. Snake is not an easy character to kill, but 93%, that's much better. These trades are not really handing, these grenades are not really handing C minus any favors right now, but that shield is the marketable product that everyone knows and loves with the rainbow colors. And Next just goes in with that raw back air, but the kill screen's so unfavorable, not going to work out. And C minus drifts off great, avoids Next pressure, and the Nikita will not work, but a ledge trap is in position. That's the grenade, but won't do anything with it. It's a last hit situation. Will we see stable play? Ah, no, that back air was bad. Next just waits, and with that aggression comes an immeasurable amount of patience to boot. And she will take game 2 away, as I have not updated this at all to your new viewers. This is game 3 of this set. We have now updated the situation, both in the stream layout and the match itself. We are now 1-to-1, both players showing off the best they can prepare for. As we head into game 3. It is PS2 yet again. What an excellent ultimate stage. And what excellent stage control Next is possessing here. Just starting out right in the center. Exactly what every YouTuber will tell you. But C minus, Austin knows the little thing about that. But Next is getting the starting hand over C minus. The air dodge up tilt, so good because as you saw, even in those high percent situations, C minus was not air dodging in those situations. And now the air dodge becomes a potent mix up when Next doesn't exactly expect it too early. And that's what makes these players so great, is that they know what the opponent will expect, and they will make the most out of these situations. As Next, not using moves, just using mobility to get out of C minus's range. And C minus gets out beautifully. This disadvantage is so good. You rarely see C minus getting hit by a character as oppressive as a Palutena's advantage. And oh, straight for the up tilt, and C minus gets the first kill off the boot. When he talked about his disadvantage, but even his advantage in neutral state is fine-tuned to an immaculate degree. And C minus just holding his stage, holding those two grenades and the C4 being so threatening with blowing up both automatically and detonating. And, oh, where did that grenade come from? Not the ground one. I feel like there was one above that just came around. Maybe I'm stupid, but that's what I saw. As C minus still piling on the percent. When you're even slightly down for Snake, the prospect of going in becomes so much harder, because if you get a hit at the wrong time, he can just blow up and just give you all the damage you don't want on yourself. But Next, with an excellent start to the second stock, she has evened it up and more at 61-59, but C minus getting that stage control lap tilt going. Oh, that hitbox came out so late. What a wanted Akita, but next just shielded smartly. Now for a low recovery from C-. Coming to that dash attack, just avoids. Next goes so low. And how will she punish this high recovery? Solid back air. She cannot punish immediately on that Cypher, but we'll get the air dodge kill with the upper. C- did air dodge once, and next would not let him get away with it twice. And she is having the lead right now, and this might be the first time she's had the lead solidly for only a bit. The down air 2 frames, and only the first hit doesn't really amount to a ton, but I really want to see how she can pull this lead out. Oh, what spacing on the up tilt. It's the move that even looks a bit horizontally good. I mean, more than a bit, but it's very horizontally good. But next is, oh, I thought the SD was apparent, but no, she's too smart for that. And I mean, this has been advantage state to stock as I speak. This lead is improving and improving. We could see some big stuff happen here. The last interaction could be very soon. No air dodge there, but next still goes for it. And C- does not air dodge in time. The drag down upper would not lead into much. And the fair C-'s up air was up Cypher was too low to the stage. And Palutena's amazing air mobility catches that. What advantage state coming out next. C- was just bulldozed on that stock. Just phenomenal play coming out from next. And will we get a new stage? Will we just get PS2 again? We'll find out. I did not look at the stage selection. I am prepared. The immediate start. C- is raring to go here. And it is PS2 again! The perfect stage and the perfect stage to set. As C- gets next with a couple of dash attacks here. These two characters both have such good dash attacks in different situations. Yelto gets parried, but that brutal shield option. Now C- starts with a great, good 51% to boot. I'd say, oh, we got a little grenade potential combo, but it blows up too low, and next gets out of it. But C- blows himself up, but that will not prevent a ledge trap coming out. The late Nikita is going to help, but Explosive Flame gets next out of a rough situation. Oh, Spot kind of dodges next fair, and the up tilt does not hit either. And with these explosives, you think even with like 10 damage apiece, you'd think they'd be low. You'd think they would not have much impact on the match. But you look at C-'s damage and next's damage, and you can see even with just a little bit, even just a couple of them up, and combined with the other explosives that Snake has, they can both reach very high percents very fast with the madness that is Snake's projectiles and specials. As C- just traps next in the corner. Next to knock it up high because of that up smash mortar. And dash attack seals it away for the first stock. Dash attack from next will not kill either. C- goes very high, gets their grenade. V-reverse out. Perfect. And gets their grenade on the way down too. Next with a little footstool action, but will not amount to anything. And we see here, this could be problematic. I say when Snake's at such a high percent in that up air, being a multi, it has trouble breaking the mortar or Cypher, and does not do anything versus the raw explosive flame combined with the grenade will kill Snake. So we are out here with 2 stocks apiece, and the reflect just gets bulldozed by a dash attack. Now I think that should be the crop. Let's say the crop farmer. Snake's dash attack is not a crop farmer because it plows. But in any case, next trying to get up tilt, hits from reverse on next shield, but will not do a whole lot. There's the air dodge coming out on these high places that Snake consistently goes. With a character that goes as high as Snake consistently, that disadvantage needs to be at high tops constantly. But next has pulled it back nicely here. And oh, the C4 says, hello there, I am gonna kill you. And next now has to pull it back. Despite the way she was able to even it up, it was just even and not an advantage, and C- cleans it up, does not choke that stock out. And now just walling next out with these little grenades here, gets her with the nair and the dash attack. Snake just does a truckload of damage here already. And that damage will add up. Snake's kill power is very good as far as these go. And his movement as well. It's not just the burst options that Snake basically, a lot of his grounded options basically are just bursts. His F tilt, his dash attack, his down tilt. A lot of it's kind of like bursty. He just goes out. And if you stay outside that range or anticipate, it's not as good. And so if you can sort of not let Snake do his bursts, he's so much worse. And the fact that these bursts are working just tells. But hey, Palutena has bursts too with that dash attack and what's the rising aerials. Every character has them. And Next could close this out right here, but she has to get through this stock. Oh, C- laying on the pressure. Next, ooh, dash attack was bad, but will not cost Next just yet. Next guesses correctly on that tech chase that C- did, I think, for the second time this whole set. The first one just a catch on the miss tech, and on no go at all. And C- will take that game for a Game 5 scenario. Of course, though, not a lot of it's very hard to commentate stuff like this because when you're trying to commentate over concepts rather than a game, the game can have so many things happen at once that by the time you want to get back to the game, you've missed so much. But it's winners finals of Game 5 here on guess what stage it is? PS2! And we are starting now for the last time here. C- going into a crouch. A lot more than these first 4 games already. And we'll get a ledge trap going for the first time in this last game. Next, successfully escape to the platform. The jab lock. It's a down smash. A bit of a weird angle and not really that effective, but does get damage up for her. And dash attack catches Snake's legs before the grenade can come. Great stuff coming out from Next so far, but she has to finish it out. We've seen plenty of times if there's a lead on the grenade. Oh! Hit him with the double dip. The double above dip, and Next gets the first stock. But I was about to say, with so many of these stocks, it seems that if one pulls ahead, the other will inevitably get back to them eventually, just because of how close they are in skill. But Next was able to get that stock ready. And C- was getting some damage on the board as himself. But Next is now into her advantage state, and C- escapes very nicely. Oh, I thought Snake's going to go under that auto reticle fully, but the last hit chipped him. And Next playing from the corner here. Oh, the shield break. We saw that earlier when Next's shield was, again, the marketable candy that's a rainbow. But this time it actually broke. And up air here, it is going to kill. I did not think that would kill a Snake, but that was a bad DI by C-, but it couldn't have been that expected to begin with. And Next is a big lead coming into this last stock. She has the momentum. She has everything on her side. And with a character like Snake, it might be hard to get a lead back from him, but it's not so easy for her Snake to get a lead back from his opponent. So it's going to be hard for C- to really work this out as Next piles on the damage. And C- with his relatively defensive defensive playstyle, is just going to have more trouble getting those immediate options out as an aggressive player. The options that they do is based on whether the opponent wants to interact with them or not and how to deal with them. Not let's interact with the opponent and just bulldoze them over and then adapt as is. It's harder for a defensive player to make comebacks, and it's easier for them to hold leads. As C- does get the kill here. He was racking up the damage nicely, but Next, not without damage of her own. 1-1-1 on the board here. And no, Snake's bad air mobility is never going to escape him from a situation like that without an air dodge. Classic back air, nice back air. It was still 1-1 on the stream, and it is 3-2 for the actual set. Next is going